Hey, 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 it's Dr. Brandye. Hey guys, welcome. It's that time again, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. All right, how are you guys doing? Man, I was rushing in, sorry. So I was a bit late. So sorry guys. You know I wanted to get back with you because I missed you as always, Oh man, how are you guys doing? How was your day? It's Wednesday, hump day. Happy hump day. So yeah, just wanted to say hello and jump on tonight for a little bit. Like I said, I missed you guys, so I'm glad to be back. I think next week we are going to broadcast. Well, let me do this. Let me say this. I think next week we will be broadcasting a little bit more frequently, but in my private Facebook group. Well, yes, private now. In my private Facebook group called myamazinglife.com. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Hey, Leo, welcome back. Thanks for joining tonight. Hey, Dr. Ferlandi, thanks for coming to hang out for a little bit tonight. So glad that you guys can make it. So how are you guys doing? It's Wednesday, it's hump day. It is also the first week after we have sprung forward and our time has changed. I thought I was doing good. Like the first day and the second day, I was like, okay, I'm doing okay. I don't feel too groggy or anything like that. But today, today it hit me hard. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm missing that hour. I truly am. So, I was feeling it. How about you guys? Did you notice anything different? Have you been kind of sluggish for the week, or are you like, nope, springing forward, that's good. I can do that anytime. I love falling back. I love getting that extra hour, but the springing forward, that one is tough for me. So yeah, so put in the comments, how are you guys doing with the spring forward? Because I definitely want to know. Right. All right. Dr. Ferlandi says, I'm tired. Ooh, Lord. Well, Dr. Ferlandi, we're tired anyway because we're doing all these other things. But I'm sure it's some extra tired on top of the usual tired that we have, right? I'm sure about that. Yeah. So, tonight, as you could tell by the title, we talked a little bit about spring forward, and then we are going to talk about the big elephant in the room, coronavirus, right? All right, so I'm Dr. Brandye, board certified OBGYN and women's libido coach and published author. And I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom. And I teach them how to get their sexy back. Oh, Dr. Ferlandi said it's dark at 7 a.m. again. Oh, I know that's rough. I know that's rough for you. Dr. Ferlandi, all the way in Alaska. I know it's rough. It's rough. Hey, Dr. Jaquel, welcome back. Thanks for joining tonight. Yeah, so tonight, like I said, we talked about spring forward. So Dr. Jaquel, I got on a little bit late because I was running tonight, but we were talking about springing forward and if you had any repercussions from that. And I was saying how I was, I thought I was doing good the first and second day. And then today it just really hit me like, no, those extra hours, you really did need those extra hours. And I was just feeling really tired and sluggish today. Hey, Nicole, thanks for coming. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, so put in the comments, how are you faring with this week of springing forward? Is it kicking your butt? Are you doing great? Let me know. Put it in the comments, right? So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, like I said, is the big elephant in the room. Everything that everybody is talking about is coronavirus, right? And I'm not here to talk about kind of the big picture, what's happening in the world and all that stuff, right? We have different venues and places for us to get information about that, although there are some places that are giving incorrect information and some things that are incorrect that is going out there. Hey Tamika, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Oh, Nicole, she said is kicking her butt because she is getting over the flu too. Oh, poor baby. Well, just rest as much as you can, Nicole. Drink lots of fluids. You know what to do. You know what to do. And just, yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Dr. Jaquel said, I've been tired today. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but those first 2 days, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Whatever. And then today, it was just like, and it just totally kicked my butt. So tonight what I wanted to talk about was how coronavirus can actually, in the midst of all the panic and the quarantines and being at home and all that stuff, how you can still enjoy your partner and how you can enjoy time and things with them in the midst of all of the chaos and the confusion regarding coronavirus, right? Because that's important, because there's a lot of angst and anxiety around it. And even today when I was in my office, I had a patient who came in and she was like, this is the type of job that I do, and I'm worried because she's pregnant, and we really don't have any specific guidelines around pregnancy per se. So we just kind of treat it like we do other viruses that have been in the same family, like SARS and things like that. But there's not a specific, like, okay, you come in, we test you, da 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 da. It's none of that. And no, like, okay, well, the only thing you have to worry about is going and traveling here, because that's not accurate at this point either. And so, just a lot of people who are very fearful about what's happening. There's a lot of anxiety going on around it. There's a lot of stress around it too. And so one of the things that I wanted to get on and talk about was just how we can bring that stress level down, right? And so, as you know, I am a big proponent for self-care, and I am, one of those people who recommend and want you to think of self-care as not being selfish, but something that is literally helping your body, mind, and soul so that you can be the best person that you want to be, can be, were put on this earth to be, right? So, in that vein, decreasing your stress is one of those things that you need to do, because if you're always stressing, you're getting all those hormones going, particularly cortisol, and sometimes the adrenaline type hormones as well. And those over time are not good for you. They cause all kinds of dysfunction to happen in your body, and they can cause different problems. Nicole says, self-care keeps me happy. Yes, girl. Yes. Self-care is the business. So when I'm talking about, self-care, you can kind of list off things. So it's anything from massages and manicures, pedicures, taking yourself out on a date, doing things like that, right? But now, because of coronavirus, everybody's like, nope, you stay over there. I'm not going over there. You stay over there. Yeah. So in this time when you can't, get up close and your movements are a little bit restricted, then there's some things that you may want to think about that you can do at home to, help you to decrease your stress. So one is just movement, dance, exercise, yoga, things like that. And those are wonderful tools that you can use to help to dissipate some of the tension and the stress in your body. But another great way of dissipating that stress and that tension is through sex. And so if you and your partner are, kind of staying home, not doing your date nights and different things like that, you can have a date night at home in the house and just, have a good time. You can spend time doing what we know of as Netflix and chill. You can do that. Put on a favorite movie that you've seen but don't really want to see again, but it has some parts in it that you really like because it helps to stimulate some fun times. You can put one of those on and have a great time together. Just actually doing the deed, because you're at home, you have time. Take advantage, right? So that's one way, just Netflix and chill. Second thing that you can do is just use that time, not necessarily to have sex, but to build intimacy and to develop a deeper connection with your partner. And so how you do that, you can ask questions, ask questions about things that you wouldn't normally talk about or you wouldn't think about, especially if you've been in a long relationship, long term. A lot of times you have kind of this set idea for who your partner is and how they grew up. Certain things and you're like, oh, okay, I know him. But you would be surprised at how people's thoughts and ideas and ways of being will actually change over time. How their relationships to their family will change over time and the family dynamics that they came from. So, asking things about their childhood, asking them about, what their dreams were as a child. What did they want to be? What did they think about being when they were 10 years old? Things like that. So just digging deeper and below the surface. So this is a great time for you to, kind of hunker down and hibernate a little bit with your partner and just get to know them a little bit better. And then I know I'm saying partner stuff, but if you are not with a partner, you can also kind of do some of these same things. So getting to know yourself a little bit better, just journaling or doing reading books, different things that you want, you normally would think about doing, but you wouldn't have time to do, because now you have time because you're not out and about and just kind of running around. So you can do those things. And then in terms of, actual sexual activity, there's self-play, and you can do that through different means of stimulation, whether that's with your hands, with any special toys. You have options for sure that you can use to help to make that happen, right? So, all right. So, yeah, what do you guys think of those ideas so far? I think that a lot of it is kind of common sense stuff, but you don't necessarily make the time to do it. And that's why I wanted to highlight those tonight, right? I think it's important things. Those are important things to think about when you are in a relationship, and how you can kind of keep that connection, keep the spark going. And it gets hard when life gets busy. It gets hard when life gets crazy. And then throw on top of that something that seems to be, that is a pandemic now, of pandemic proportions. And you're nervous and anxious and worried. And it's like, okay, how can we come together? How can we come together? So those are a couple of the things that I wanted to talk about. Dr. Ferlandi said, great ideas. Thanks. I appreciate your input on that. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about, what to do if you are at a distance from your partner, either through just your routine and your regular, okay, I'm here, my person is there, or if there's some issue with quarantine and things like that. How are you able to connect with your partner and still be safe and keep yourself safe and keep your partner safe. And so things like video chatting, FaceTiming, those are great ways to just see your partner and talk to them and hear their voice, and see their facial expressions and things like that, and just check in with them. But those are also, you can also use those same types of services to be able to do things like phone sex or Skype sex or something like that, right? So you are able to use technology now so that you can stay connected with your partner. There are some toys that are available too that have kind of a couples component with remote access. So your partner has one part of the toy, whether that's a pair of underwear or a vibrator or something like that, and then your partner has the controller and has access to, stimulating you that way. That won't necessarily work, over great distances, but it can work over short distances. So something to think about. There's a pillow that's available out there. I forgot the name of the pillow, but the pillow lights up when you have a pillow and your partner has a pillow, and the pillow lights up when one of the partners is lying on the pillow. And so that's another way just to kind of keep connected and kind of be aware of your partner and what's happening with your partner. So some ideas for what you can do just in this time to decrease the stress, connect a little bit more, enjoy your partner a little bit more, and take advantage of, this kind of voluntary / involuntary restriction that's going on because of the coronavirus. So just thought I'd get on and share. And so glad that you guys were able to join. Welcome back, everybody. We had all returning listeners tonight. So I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight. Thanks for joining Dr. Ferlandi and Dr. Jaquel and Nicole. Thanks for joining. And I hope you feel better soon, sweetie. Thanks for joining Tamika. Thanks for joining Leo. I'm so glad that you got on as well. So tonight, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Any questions that you want to have answered, go ahead and jump in the chat. I'm happy to answer those. Also, if you are in the Pasadena area, I am having an in-person book signing, and that's coming up on the 21st, so next Saturday at 6:30. It's going to be in the Pasadena area. So if you are in the area and you want to go, just put in the comments book signing and I will get the information to you. Also, if you are wanting to have some other help around getting your sexy back, help getting you back to a space where you feel good in and out of the bedroom, I would love for you to jump on to drbrandymd.com and go ahead and set up a session. 15 minutes. It's quick, it's easy. We'll come up with a plan. We'll get you where you need to be. We'll get you right. Yeah. Hey, Pamela, I'm so glad you got on. Thanks for coming. Definitely check out the replay because we were talking about some good stuff. Dr. Ferlandi said, ooh la la. Dr. Ferlandi, I didn't know you were French. Ooh la la. So Pam, go ahead and catch the replay. You'll get some good information about how to connect with your partner in this time of coronavirus, and talking a little bit about springing forward as well. All right. So I'm Dr. Brandye, board certified OBGYN and women's libido coach, and I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and how to get their sexy back. And if you are a woman who'd like to get her sexy back, go to drbrandymd.com. That's drbrandymd.com and get your strategy session today. Book it. Let's talk. All right. Thanks, Dr. Ferlandy, for putting the link in there. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Love you. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.